Hello guys, before we dive into Christmas, I thought it would be a good time to do an updated home tour. I haven't done one of these in a little while and I have had a lot of just new subscribers. So welcome if you are new. My name is Emily Garby and on this channel I share my love for thrifting, home decor, DIY home renovations, and motherhood. And over the past year and a half, we have just completely transformed this 1970s home. I'll put up some pictures. It was a time capsule from the 1970s, and so we have really updated it, but really trying to add more character as opposed to actually taking it away. So this style that we have gone for here is Spanish Mediterranean, and you will see that throughout the home, I hope, and that you'll see the consistency. Talk about some of the furniture that I have thrifted, found on Facebook Marketplace, some of the things that we've done to update it and make it just really cozy and beautiful. I'm so excited to dive into Christmas, but I will also highlight some of the fall decor that I did this year because I think it was really lovely. I'm just learning each year what to do in this home, and this is only our second year here, so it's better than last year, and next year will be even better. So let's go ahead and dive in. I'm gonna take you to the front door. So come on in. Something that we actually would love to do out here is turn this door into wood, like make it look like wood. Our neighbors are having a party. We never have loud parties on the street, so it's kind of shocking if you hear some noise. It's that they're having a great time. But something that we did add out here is this terracotta floor, the saltillo floor, and I'll highlight that once we go inside. But let's go inside. It's kind of loud out here. So let's go on inside. We're gonna start with my living room because it's quiet and peaceful right now. This is where we can keep things a little bit more sane, having 3 little boys in the house. So let me talk about some of the pieces of furniture. Everything in here is secondhand. I'm pretty sure everything, all of the furniture at least. So the first 2 things are these couches. I got this one and this one. They're Pottery Barn, feather-filled couches, and I found them on Facebook Marketplace for a deal. I don't remember exactly what it was, but a fraction of what they're worth. I just recently got these pillows at Walmart, actually. They just bring some fall colors, and I love that the pink brings in the pink in this blue and pink rug, and then kind of ties in the orange with the floors, and it just feels like it kind of matches. I made this pillow when we moved in. It's just like fabric from the craft store, and I just really love how I've brought in some more color this year, which has been a little bit more interesting because normally I'm just very neutral in here. And then I also found this coffee table on Facebook Marketplace. I believe this one was $100, and it is the most unique piece. You can hear me kind of hitting it. It's quite creaky. It's because it is not held together with any nails. It's all jointery, connected somehow, and it's very uneven, asymmetrical, and I just love it. The people who sold it to us said that it was from Santa Fe, New Mexico. I am not sure much more than that though. I just think it's really unique. But probably our most unique piece of furniture is over in the corner here. So we found this, and this is in a lot of the backgrounds of my videos. We found this at a garage sale of all places. And this is an Afghanistan trunk that's over 200 years old. This is called a scorpion box. So I'll tell you the story for that. It opens like this down here. So it kind of opens to the side, and we actually don't have anything in it because I don't really need more storage there. I love this intricacy of it, so that's why I usually sit here. We also get good lighting here, but the reason that it's called a scorpion chest is because they would put into here a scorpion along with their valuables, and then if robbers got in, the scorpion would bite the people. At least that's what they told us. So I don't know a ton about it, but we just couldn't leave her behind. We thought it was so beautiful. We looked up on using Google Lens how expensive those go for, and they go for $2,000, $4,000. We got this one for, it was either $200 or $300. I don't really remember. I should remember, but it was not cheap, but we just think it was the coolest piece, and we'll keep it forever. Treasure it forever. Another piece that we got was this side table. It's solid wood. We really are focusing on just getting pieces that are solid wood and have any sort of cool like hardware, things that just look like they're gonna last forever, but well-made craftsmanship that just like won't go out of style. So this is from Mexico. The owner said she got it in Mexico, and I would love to strip it to make it less orange, but it works. It works for now. I think that it looks good with our floors, and I love this style of it. And so it doesn't really bother me that much. On top, I actually have this mirror. I get a lot of comments on this. Everyone loves this mirror. It's seen better days, guys. I actually made this one, and I showed you guys how to make it in a video like way back when. It's the Anthropologie dupe mirror, and so I just used like hot glue here. I need to go in and add more rub and buff because you can see it's kind of like coming off. But I feel like this mirror you couldn't find like dupes of when I was making it, but now you can find so many dupes that are not that expensive. So I mean, I took like had this plastic frame around it, and I took that off and then put like my own frame on there. It was like bendable and stuff. It was kind of like a lot of work, and it's very delicate. Like you have to be very gentle with it. So I wouldn't say it's the most worth it, but it was a fun project. I would eventually love to put a fireplace here. I think that would look so beautiful. I'll put an inspiration picture. But right now, this is a really great spot to decorate for Christmas, so I'm excited for that. But for fall, I used a lot of dried florals. I just have been drying florals that I've gotten, like some eucalyptus. These I got in a estate sale. A friend gave me these, and I just flipped them upside down and dried them, and they turned out really beautiful. I love that they add just an unexpected color for fall, this pink. I thought it was really pretty. Something that people always talk about when they come in here is our floor tile in here, and this is something that we did add. This used to be like a glue down linoleum wood, fake wood kind of thing, and this is traditional saltillo tile from Mexico, and we were able to get it from Facebook Marketplace. There was a home close by to us that was installing it, this beautiful mansion, and we were able to get it for a great price, and so we got it for like, it was like $2 a square foot, and this goes for about $10 to $12. It was definitely a lot to install it, but it was really, really beautiful, and it's just added so much character to our home, and instead of stripping that away. This is another one of my favorite pieces in our house. It has a secret too, which I'll show you in a bit. But I just love the lines of this and how like sturdy it is. So it opens up like this. There's little pegs that you're supposed to open. So you open these out, and then there's one on the other side. And then this turns into a little desk. Oh, did I just break it? Oh my gosh, guys. On camera. Okay. Well, that's something Dominic's gonna have to help me fix there. Oh dear. As you can see, there's lots of charm to having older pieces of furniture, but there also is some maintenance sometimes. There's always something broken. Or I'm breaking it, like that shouldn't have happened. I don't know what I just did. Yo. But the secret to it is that we actually have a monitor in here, because this is where Dominic does his like gaming stuff. And so we have his whatever unit it is in there, and then we can just tidy it all up and nobody can see it. So we also got at the same yard sale as that, we got this little red bench. It's actually called a Kung Fu bench. So the lady was showing us at the garage sale that like in traditional Kung Fu, they would use this for self-defense. Like they would pick it up and they would like swirl it around. That's why they have it at the foot of the bed in a lot of homes. And so yeah, that's our little Kung Fu bench right next to the front door in case anyone breaks it. We'll break out the bench. One of the first things that you see when you come in is this shelf here, and we actually made this shelf. So this is the one thing that I did not get secondhand, I will say. Dominic and I used to be really into like mid-century modern furniture, and this was a good design that we saw and we really liked, and it's held up surprisingly well. I don't know, we like made it in a garage that we were renting, and so I don't know, we didn't have many tools, but I've put on here some things that are just really special to us. Our faith is really important to us, so I want these things like front and center. In here, we've got the Holy Family and St. JP2 here. And then for fall, I used this old crock that I got at a estate sale for a steal. And then I put some silk hydrangeas that I got at the Goodwill bins in there with some other ones. And I use this piece up here a lot just because I think that it brings a little bit of modern to my very like more vintage style, and I like that mixture. So I made this just out of like hot glue, and I painted it like years and years ago. It was a dupe of some Anthropologie one that costed, you know, thousands of dollars. A piece that is so, so special to me is this piece, because this is a piece from my grandmother. She's an artist, and anytime that I can get art from her, I'm so excited. I'll show you another piece that I have from her as well. Another thing that I'm so grateful for is that we actually have a defined entryway. This helps contain all of the stuff that comes in and out of our house, packages, backpacks, shoes, all of the things. And we have this rock wall, which has grown on me as we've been here. I mean, I don't even really notice it anymore. But when we first moved in, I really wanted to whitewash it. But now, I don't know. I'm thinking we'll probably leave it. I think we'll probably just leave it as is, because we put in these new floors and they have the gray grout that matches that gray grout. And so it makes me think that we should just leave them. I got this table on Facebook Marketplace from a girl who's actually one of my friends now. We connected. It's great. And then I found this mirror at Goodwill. The lamp I found at Goodwill bins and actually painted it to look like terracotta, kind of to tie in the floors. We keep socks in there. I have more dried flowers in here, which I think are really beautiful, and these smell really good because they're lavender, actually from my parents' yard. Who needs an air freshener when you have dried lavender in your house? Okay, I'm gonna have to start hurrying this up because I actually have 2 kids home with me sleeping right now, and Dominic took Gideon, our oldest, to go vote. I went yesterday, but he's got to get it done. And so I'm not sure how much longer I've got. So over here is our dining room, and we swapped out that light and then added curtains in here. I didn't mention in the living room, but I actually did make these curtains and the ones in our living room out of drop cloths, and that still remains a video that is so popular. I don't think that it's the most cost effective now to do that, just because there's a lot of really good options on Amazon that are pretty affordable, but I was able to make them custom to my home. Like, they fit absolutely perfectly. So I do love them, but is it worth the hassle? Not sure. For fall, I put just some dried baby's breath. This was dyed orange into a little vase there that I thrifted, and a little tray that we usually end up putting like the sauce on so that it doesn't get on the runner. Would love to put something on this wall. I just haven't found anything. I mean, it's a very long wall here. I'm thinking some sort of tree needs to go here to kind of create some division between the living room and the dining room, like something right here. I mean, obviously our Christmas tree is gonna go here, but like a normal tree there for normal time. It looked really nice when we had our Christmas tree, so I think we just need a tree there all the time. But then maybe something here. I'm not sure. If anyone has ideas, let me know. It's kind of an awkward space. And then over on this side, I have this beautiful piece that the previous owners actually left for us, and it is, I think I call it a buffet, but it has all of this carved detail on it and this little ledge. We use this when we're entertaining. This is like the dessert table, so it's very practical and functional, but I am considering turning it into a coffee bar area because that also makes a lot of sense, but then not exactly sure how I would keep it safe in case any like things spilled on it. So I haven't decided on that, but that is an option. Now for I am quite literally 75% or more of the day, the kitchen. Let's head there. Honestly, man, it just like brings me back when I look at this space, and looking back at the before pictures, I am just so proud of it. We poured our hearts into this space. My dad and my husband actually built this hood. It was quite stressful. My mom and I did all of the tiling here for the backsplash. We had a handyman install all of the new cabinetry and the countertops. We absolutely love these. These are quartz countertops. They're super, super durable. We actually wanted these countertops to be in a matte finish, and they came in shiny. And so we were able to get them for like 50% off, which helped a lot in the renovation cost. And honestly, I still like the shiny. Here we had a drop ceiling with fluorescent lights in the middle of it. It was very common in this style of home. All the homes in our neighborhood have that, and so we were able to raise that. Our handyman did that for us and had to redirect all the wiring. It was a big deal up there. But what I love probably most about this kitchen is my sink. I absolutely love being able to look into the backyard and watch my children be insane, crazy. We just hosted a movie night last night, actually. That's why I tidied up the house. And so we had friends over and like all the kids were watching a movie up there. It was really cute. And this sink is just beautiful and large and in charge. I love that we went with these off-white cabinets. It really adds this warmth to the kitchen. They show up, I don't know, maybe a little bit more warm on camera, but I love that they are not like stark white. Like it just looks more cozy. So I am planning a little bit of a like kitchen decorating video, and I was gonna save this for talking about then, but do you spy something back here? This is my obsession. No, I haven't actually figured out if this is where it's gonna stay, but my sister painted this. Now she started the painting and then a friend helped her because she said it was like looking a little bit awkward. Are you kidding me? I'm obsessed with this. And she found this frame at the Goodwill bins. I show like thrift hauls on here, but what you guys don't realize is that I actually show thrift hauls like every single day with my sister. We just like FaceTime each other and show each other our pictures. So Anna, thank you so much, because I begged her. I was like, I will buy that frame from you. I love it so much. She found that one at the bins. And she did even better. She painted a painting for me, lemons, which like I've been wanting lemons in my kitchen. So I think she's gonna move from there because I'm not seeing it enough. I need to see it somewhere else more. I am very much looking forward to decorating this kitchen for Christmas. So pretty much the only decor I have in here is this this wreath that I got at Goodwill for like I think it was like $4. I got it last year for fall actually. And then I have an orange tea towel to make it a little bit more fall, and those orange flowers as well. So let's move on to our family room. You guys have seen this space actually a lot because I have been working on it this fall and absolutely loving how I can see this area. This is where my kids are. This is normally wrestling zone, toys, everything happens right here. So it's amazing because I can see it from here. Like the layout of this home is perfect. I could not love it more. We even have space for another table in this corner. This is like our craft table, or when we like host kids table. This probably though is about the maximum amount of light, and I am capturing it like right here. Like that is all we get because this is our screened in lanai. So there's like a cover here and it's just kind of dark. This is the only window in this space. So I want to embrace that and bring in some more moody things this winter. Like get 2 chairs here that are dark color, maybe some dark curtains. I have plans to do a little accent wall, gallery wall sort of thing here, but that is still in the works. But something that I really love that we got was this oversized cabinet. It's actually 3 cabinets that we squished together. I found on Amazon. That's like probably the only new piece of furniture that I have bought recently at all, and it fits the space perfectly. And I think that the tone of it balances out this orange and that pink piece of furniture that isn't actually pink, but it looks very pink on camera. And it just brings in the orange that's in our floors, and it just looks really good in here, I think. I love this cabinet behind me. I love it so much. We use this as our craft cabinet, and the previous owners actually left it for us. I one day would love to like refinish it a little bit and make it a little bit less orange, but right now it works. It really works with our orange couch actually. Oh my gosh, guys, I can't believe I haven't shared this actually. I got to meet the previous owners of our home. I thought you guys would be interested to know that because I mean, you guys have followed along and seen this whole house transform and the furniture that they left us and everything. So they came over, just Mrs. Graham. I won't say your first name. I don't know if you care. But she's actually a viewer of this channel. A neighbor told her about it. And then I was able to get into contact with her, and we just been hoping to meet up, and like it just never, my kids were always sick and then she was out of town, and then there was always things, okay? But it finally happened like a year after we've been here, a year and a half after we've been here, and it was just the loveliest time. She came over and brought books for each of the boys and just sat and chatted, and then we walked around, and it was just like so fun getting to show her in person and hear her stories of like being in this home and how much joy they had, and they love to entertain. They're like, yeah, this is like the best layout for a house. And we're like, yes, it is. It's so good. And the whole like lanai, I'll show you that in a minute. And just like her love of antiques. It was just such a joy. So I meant to tell you guys that like a while ago and I forgot. This is another piece of furniture that they left. We have used it very roughly, so I need to actually refinish it. But this is like our craft table, kids table. We use this table a lot for messy things. And I recently redid these chair cushions with fabric that I just got at the craft store. Love, love, love these. I love the texture of them, how they are a little bit more cool toned to kind of balance all of the warm tones going on in here. And just wanted to note, yes, it is November 2nd right now, and these are the flowers that we just brought in from our yard. So that's how you know you live in a tropical state, when you got plumerias in November. But I will say for last in today's tour, our bathroom, our master bathroom, but I will show you the kids' bath, the guest bath, which I just showed you recently, the design plans that we have for it. So this is the one space that we have not touched. It is still a 1970s time capsule. Oh, Mrs. Graham did tell me that they did at one time have a green toilet. So that is no longer in use, but we still have the green tub, and that's how my 7-month-old takes a bath, is in a laundry basket. That's why it's in there. So I'll link the design planning video that I did in there, because I shared like a mood board, and it was really fun to like get it all out of my head and onto paper so that we can actually start buying stuff for it and planning for it. And then I also got 3D renderings done that I shared, I think it was like last week when you guys are seeing this one. So I'll link both of those videos down below. So this is our guest bedroom. I love how sweet this room has turned out. And I recently, just a few weeks ago, you guys saw it, I swapped the rug in here. I had like a light blue one. It's actually under our couch right now until I can find a home for it. But I love that this just brings just a depth. It repeats the color in the sheets and in the curtains, and just kind of makes it look much more cozy and cohesive, I think. And it wasn't right in our first spot that I had it, but it's right in here. So I think that that is something that we should all keep in mind, is like, why not just swap things around? Like when we get bored of things or when we don't like something, try swapping things around, because you never know if you would like it. And this was one of those places that actually really surprised me. This bed, I got in an estate sale, and I got it for, I don't know, a couple, like $100, I think. And I think it's so beautiful. It's a traditional Jenny Lind style bed. So it does look like we have a lot of dressers in here. And that is because, well, we do. But this one is for Cassian for the changing table, pretty much. I needed to get one that was low enough. Otherwise, I would have just gotten like a bedside table here. But we needed this for him, since eventually this will be his room when he's ready to move out of our room. But we got this piece at just like a antique furniture place, and I love the Spanish look of it. It's got these really chunky, substantial inset drawers. That's when it goes all the way in. I love inset drawers like that, and I love the hardware, how it's just really chunky Spanish hardware. I think that a lot of the furniture that I've found that I like has that type of hardware, and so I kind of am able to scan and look for it easily and quickly on Facebook Marketplace, so that I can get things that look consistent and good with each other. And I know that the quality is good too, because this is like solid hardwood, you know. And then I also got this one from Mrs. Graham. She left this one, and I absolutely just love it. This is a really nice piece. Also with these inset drawers, different style, of course, but also really beautiful and like perfect condition. I just stole the lamp from in here, and so I'm looking for another lamp for here. That's not like permanent. It's kind of not, I don't know. I need something bigger, I think. But I got these little lions at the Goodwill bins, and I think they're so cute. So these ended up in here. They're just like someone like DIY'd that, like glued them in there. And then I just have some dried eucalyptus, and I got this little box at an estate sale, and it's just really cool. I don't know what is in here. Broken things that I need to put back. There's a tassel from the pillow. I love the bedding in here. Some of this is gifted. It was from Quince, but I love this texture. It's linen. Love, love, love linen sheets. And then I found these pillows actually at Walmart, and I like the green that they bring. Just adds like another color, but it's also in this rug. That's a little tip that I found. Like, if you find a rug that you like, just look at all of the colors in there and then incorporate all of those colors into your room, and your room will look cohesive. Like, it looks good on the rug, so it'll look good in your room. And then in this corner, I've got this rocking chair that I found at Goodwill. It's super old. It's got this quarter sawn oak, I believe that's what it's called, when it has that design, that grain on there, and then it's carved. I think it's just like so beautiful. And I mean, I think this was like 20 bucks. And then this cradle is from my grandfather. He made this, and it's just so beautiful. It was for my sister, actually, and we just kind of throw stuff in there. So right now there's pillows and costumes, I believe. And then once Cassian is ready, our 7-month-old, will move from our bedroom into here, and we'll put his crib into here, and we'll find probably that will go to our room. All right, so my 2-year-old woke up. So this one I have in front of their bedroom, which I think is so beautiful. I found this at a thrift store up in Maine. And then going into my little boy's room, their room is the only room that we've actually painted a different color. All of the other rooms are alabaster white by Sherwin-Williams, but we let them choose a color, and they chose green. Well, Gideon, my now 5-year-old, did. And so I'm kind of just trying to play up all of the green in here. I just recently added these green curtains, but I've kind of just thrown things up here. So I think that soon I will be actually addressing their room a little bit more. But I got this, I found this for free on the side of the road and painted it a while back. I actually cut off the base and added little feet because it used to have like just a more dated look. And then I got Benji's bed on Facebook Marketplace. It's just this cutie little tiny bed. He'll probably outgrow that soon. And then Gideon's bed I got also on Facebook Marketplace, but it is this absolute beautiful Jenny Lind bed. I mean, in a perfect world, I would love to find another one of these that matched, but I'm gonna have to see if I can do that. That would be kind of a miracle. I love this rug. It just ties in all of the colors of their random toys and books and everything, and just adds this like kind of charming preppy look, I think. I have linked in pretty much all of the videos on my channel a little like place you can go and find all of the products in my home. I've tried to put almost all of them on there, but if you ever need a link like the rug, let me know, because those are things that I've bought new and I'm happy to share. But something that we did is we kept all of these doors, and I'm so glad that we did. These are busted at the seams. But I love that these add this like just textural element in here. I know a lot of our neighbors have actually taken these out and replace them, but they're so, I don't know, I think they're so beautiful. My parents, bless their hearts, they almost died taking care of these though, because they had to like sand them and then use a spray gun, and it was just this whole process in the middle of like heat. So they did that, thank goodness. But I think they're really beautiful. I think they're worth it, Mom and Dad. I should have mentioned too at the beginning of this video, but my parents actually purchased this home. My husband is in residency, so like we cannot afford to like buy a home and like put any money into it. So they purchased this home. We're renting from them, and they like finance all of the renovations and everything to add value to this home, obviously to either resell it or possibly for themselves to move here if we like outgrow it, or if we move for my husband's job. Who knows? There's a lot of things up in the air. But that, just wanted to clear that up. I am going to take you out into our yard, into our patio, but it's always a wreck because we use it so much and the kids just enjoy it. So it is what it is. All right, so here is our patio. We, like I said, we hosted last night, and so we had the kids actually sat out here, and then we had the projector over there. But this is a space that we have also just completely transformed. It used to be a screened-in jungle, for lack of better words. Just all like rocks and dirt in here that was just like mud. It would just come up onto the cement and everything, and then like tons of overgrown plants that were just touching the screen at the top. But we in Florida have lots of mosquitoes, so we are so grateful for this space where we don't have those mosquitoes, and we have gotten some absolutely beautiful plants and planters and everything. We actually got this one at an estate sale. Dad helped like refinish this, and we used, I forgot the type of bond stuff that we put on top, and then I like painted it after that, and my mom sanded this and repainted this, and we got this thing. I mean, this thing is huge. And I think we got it for like $5. So yeah, pretty amazing. And then just repotted that one. You guys saw that last week. And then we put in this turf. So people always make jokes. It's like a putting green out here. Well, this is like the most used with our kids. Like this is where they just like lay down and just enjoy being out here. We were pruning a tree this morning and they turned them into brooms and they were playing with this. So that's what that is. The furniture that I've gotten out here has been thrifted, just on Facebook Marketplace. I love something I mentioned recently in a video is that I've really tried to get a lot of stuff with diamonds on it. So the chairs that have diamonds, that has diamonds, the rug is diamonds, and then the trellis over here that my dad built is diamonds. We have jasmine that I recently planted up there and it looks really beautiful. I think that just when we get the shadows coming in, it gets shadows on here and I absolutely love that. We also built that gazebo out there pretty freshly after Cassian was born, our 7-month-old now. All right, everyone is awake. We're about to go to dinner at a friend's house. So then I would show you this room real fast before we head out. This is just my favorite room. It's like a retreat. I spent so much time in this room just recovering with this one and it just feels so special. So I'll save the bathroom for last because it's so beautiful and the transformation is huge. But make sure that you give this video a like if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe for more real life content and hopefully lots of inspiration as well. So here is our master bedroom. This was a wallpapered wall, this front one here. I'm holding the baby, so if this footage is a little bit wonky, that is why. But we also took out all of the carpet in here, which extended from the actual bedroom into the bathroom. So we'll get to that in a minute. But I really like this lamp setup that I did here. I still need to figure out how to cover that wire. I think I just need to buy those little like wire cover plastic things. And then over on this side of the room, we have his crib, obviously. So that will not be here forever, but I absolutely love how this room is just oriented with the 2 windows on the sides. We decided to go with a really long rod instead of 2 really small short ones. I still stand by that choice, but I know some people think it's a little bit strange, and I would love to get curtains for this as well, but we do have blinds that they're really high quality, and so like we're not going to take those out, but just add some curtains to make it look really beautiful. This room gets really beautiful natural light since it's mostly like south facing. We're definitely losing light right now. The sun just went down pretty much, but because of that, and we have the white walls, we needed to really add some depth, some contrast. We added this green rug in here. It has this dark charcoal color to it, and the greens and the browns, dark green linen bedding, which adds a beautiful texture and contrast as well. And then we'll go into the bathroom. So this bathroom used to be carpeted, like I said, and then there's actually a drop ceiling up above that sink area. It was just a single vanity, so we made that into a double vanity and added that backsplash accent tile. Excuse you. Which looks really, really beautiful and functional as well, since this vanity didn't come with the little backsplash thing. Oh goodness. We also used saltillo tile in here, but it's a different shape. Obviously it's the diamond shape, and we used a different grout as well. So I think the other one looks so much better, but this was like an affordable option that we found. But this is one of my favorite features in this home that we added, was this arch above the shower. So this was a drop ceiling shower in here, and we went in and added this really beautiful marble arch in here, and also this beautiful light. I think that this room just looks like a little jewelry box with the patterned tile, and then we have the patterned tile here, and then we also have patterned tile in there. So it is a lot of patterns, but I think they all really work together because we have different scales to them and different colors, and it really just brings in the Spanish Mediterranean look that we were going for. We did it. It felt like a lot. It felt like a lot taking you guys around, moving my laundry basket from one room to the next. You just see it. I'm gonna be back next week with, I think we're diving into Christmas. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are ready for Christmas. Are you ready for Christmas? Your first Christmas? I think it's time, guys. I need to give you guys time so that you have time to be inspired and then do it. So I think we're gonna start. All right, guys, I hope that you all have a very blessed week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys. I want to first take you along to my Pinterest board. By the end of this video, you're actually going to see my entire home decked out for Christmas.